Peace, peace. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you. Shalom, hotep. Assalam Allah. Peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses. I'm your brother in the struggle for peace, truth, freedom, justice, and equality, Brother Minister Alif-Allah. Beloved, we're going to venture into part 3 of the elaboration of the 99 actual facts. In the previous segment, we did a comparative analysis between some of the problem books and the 99 actual facts. And we intend, our niyat is to continue showing, improving that comparison. However, I wanted to interject something for those of you that may not be too familiar with the actual facts or the 20 actual facts and the 99 actual facts. So today I just want to do a little brief run through. I'm not going to labor too much on this. I just want to give you some brief data. But remember, data does not become information until it is processed. You have to let it marinate. You have to take it in, listen to it, think about it, then showing forth that wisdom, that hakimi. All right, so this is the alimi. This is the knowledge, the lessons. Okay, these are the lessons. Student enrollment rules of Islam, 99 actual facts. English lesson number C1, restricted laws of Islam. Lost found Muslim lesson number 1. Lost found Muslim lesson number 2. Actual facts, supreme mathematics, supreme alphabets, our mother plane, the Muslims' opening prayer, 12 jewels of Islam, 5 pillars of Islam, FOI training rules, 7 articles of faith, principles of Islam, a fruit, general orders, 24 principles of Islam, 3 basic laws, 34 signs of a hypocrite, 46 signs of hypocrisy, aims of Islam, Muslim rules, 12-point program, 17 ways to display Islamic culture, and 36 laws of Islam. Okay. From the Department of Supreme Wisdom, we have the actual facts. Notice it's not the 20 actual facts. There are no 20 actual facts. It's called actual facts. We're going to get into the reason why. The actual facts are not numbered. They never was numbered. Some people may have numbered them. However, the reason they're just called actual facts is because they're from the 99 actual facts that are numbered and includes a section titled the actual factors. We'll get into that. All right, let's look at this. The actual facts. The total area of the land and water of the planet Earth is 196,940,000 square miles. The circumference of the planet Earth is 24,896 miles. The diameter of the Earth is 7,926 miles. The area of the land is 57,255,000 square miles. The area of the water is 139,685,000 square miles. The Pacific Ocean covers 68,634,000 square miles. The Atlantic Ocean covers 41,321,000 square miles. The Indian Ocean covers 29,430,000 square miles. The lakes and rivers cover 1 million square miles. The hills and mountains cover 14 million square miles. The islands are 1,910,000 square miles. The deserts are 4,861,000 square miles. Mount Everest is 29,141 feet high. To produce in land is 29 million square miles. The Earth weighs 6 sextillion tons, a unit followed by 21 ciphers. The Earth is 93 million miles from the sun. The Earth travels at the rate of 1,037 1/3 miles per hour. Light travels at the rate of 186,000 miles per second. Sound travels at the rate of 1,120 feet per second. The diameter of the sun is 853,000 miles. Okay, that concludes the actual facts, all of which are in the 99 actual facts. But what's in the 99 actual facts are also found in the problem book by Prophet W.D. Fard. Okay? Let's look at this, the 99 actual facts. Number 1, 238 quintillion, 640 quadrillion miles is the circumference of our universe. Written out, it would be 23864 cipher, 15 ciphers, miles, period. Number 2, 76 quintillion miles is the diameter of our universe. It is also the extent of which the sun's rays reach in the universe. 38 quintillion miles is the radius of our universe. Number 4, 157 quintillion miles is the extent of the galaxy in our universe. Number 5, 30 billion miles is the extent of the solar system in our universe. Number 6, 2,679,785 miles is the circumference of the sun. Number 7, 853,000 miles is the diameter of the sun. Number 8, 426,500 miles is the radius of the sun. Number 9, the sun is 14,072 degrees hot. Number 10, the sun is 78 trillion years old. Number 11, the star is 72 trillion years old. Number 12, the moon is 66 trillion years old. Number 13, sunlight must travel through 3 spheres before reaching Earth. Number 14, the sun is 93 million miles away from the Earth. Number 15, the planet Mercury is 36 million miles from the sun. Number 16, the planet Venus is 67,200,000 miles from the sun. Number 17, the diameter of Venus is 7,000 miles. Number 18, the circumference of Venus is 22,000 miles. Number 19, the Earth weighs 6 sextillion tons, a unit followed by 21 ciphers. Number 20, the circumference of the Earth is 24,896 miles. Number 21, the diameter of the Earth is 7,926 miles. Number 22, the Earth travels in its revolution around the sun at the rate of 66,000 miles per hour. Number 23, the Earth rotates on its axis at the rate of 1,037 1/3 miles per hour. Number 24, the Earth is inclined 23.5 degrees to the plane of its orbit. Number 25, the exact square mileage of the planet Earth is 196,900,000 940,000 square miles. Number 26. The square mileage of land is 57,255,000 square miles. Number 27. The square mileage of water is 139,685,000 square miles. Number 28. 1 cubic foot of common earth weighs 80 pounds. Number 29. The weight of the atmosphere is 11 2/3 quintillion pounds. Number 30. The Earth's atmosphere is 6 miles high. Number 31. 4 quintillion pounds equal the total amount of atoms. Number 32. To produce a land is 29 million square miles. Number 33. The Pacific Ocean covers 68,634,000 square miles. Number 34. The Atlantic Ocean covers 41,321,000 square miles. Number 35. The Indian Ocean covers 29,430,000 square miles. Number 36. The islands cover 1,910,000 square miles. Number 37. The lakes and river cover 1 million square miles. Number 38. The hills and mountains cover 14 million square miles. Number 39. The deserts cover 4,861,000 square miles. Number 40. Germany is 55,000 square miles. Number 41. England is 45,000 square miles. Number 42. The Nile River is 4,690 miles long and 1 3/8 miles wide. Number 43. The Congo River is 2,000 miles long and covers 396.5 square miles. Number 44. 1 cubic foot of water weighs 62.5 pounds. Number 45. Thunderclouds travel at the rate and speed of 60 to 186 miles per hour. They ascend no higher than 3.5 miles, and they descend no lower than 1 mile. Number 46. Thunder cannot be heard beyond 18 miles. Number 47. Sound travels at the rate of 1,120 feet per second. Number 48. Light travels at the rate of 186,000 miles per second. Number 49. It takes sunlight 8 minutes and 20 seconds or 500 seconds to reach Earth. Number 50. It takes moonlight 1.5 seconds to reach Earth. Number 51. America is 3,000 by 2,000 square miles, 6 million square miles. Number 52. Lake Michigan is 309 1/3 miles long, 69.5 miles wide, and 868.25 feet deep. Lake Michigan. Number 53. Lake Erie is 9,960 square miles, and it is 1,960 feet deep. Number 54. The state of Michigan is 57,980 square miles. Number 55. The Panama Canal was completed in 1914 at a cost of $375 million. Number 56. The Great Pyramid at Giza weighs 14 billion pounds. It consists of 2,800,000 blocks, each block weighing an average of 2.5 tons or 5,000 pounds. It is 481 or 764 feet high. It covers 13 acres. Number 57. The holy city Mecca covers 4 square miles of 16 miles in area. Number 58. Mount Everest is 29,141 feet high. Number 59. Austin Gandam is 28,250 feet high. Number 60. It takes the moon approximately 28 to 27 and a half days to make a complete rotation around the Earth. Number 61. The moon is 243,000 miles from the Earth. Number 62. The diameter of the moon is 2,160 miles. Number 63. The circumference of the moon is 6,782 miles. Number 64. Alpha Centauri, the closest star, is 25 trillion miles away, equal to 4.3 light years. Number 65. It takes 4 years and 3 months for light from Alpha Centauri to reach Earth. Number 66. There are 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 46 seconds in a solar day. Number 67. There is 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes, 46 seconds in a solar year. Number 68. 1 light year is equal to 5,856,417,576,000 miles. Number 69. 1 cubic foot is equal to 1,728 cubic inches. Number 70. 1 horsepower is the rate of working which will accomplish 33,000 foot-pounds of work in 1 minute or 550 foot-pounds of work in 1 second. Number 71. 1 foot-pound is the work done by a force of 1 pound acting through a distance of 1 foot. Number 72. The pig is 99.9% poison. Number 73. The average person has 32 teeth. Number 74. The human body has 6 sides. Number 75. The human body has 9 openings. The female has 10. Number 76. The devil contaminates 3 cubic feet of air every hour. Number 77. The black woman can be traced as far as 66 trillion years. Number 78. The white man can be traced back only to 6,000 years ago, his beginning. Number 79. The black man has no beginning nor ending. He is older than the sun, moon, and stars. Number 80. The devil's physical power is less than 1/3 than that of the original man. Number 81. It took Yaqub 600 years to manufacture the white man, devil. Number 82. The black man has 7.5 ounces of original brain. Number 83. The white man has 6 ounces of grafted brain. Number 84. The black man has 14 billion brain cells. Number 85. Thought travels at the rate of 24 billion miles per second. Number 86. The black man's brain can contain 360 degrees of knowledge. Number 88. The black man's mind has 7 dimensions. Number 89. The black man has 7 layers of skin, coinciding with the 7 layers of the crust of the earth, also the 7 dimensions of his mind. Number 90. The white man has 3 layers of skin. Number 91. There are 4,400,000,000 original people on the planet Earth. Number 92. There are 400 million colored people, devils, on the planet Earth, soon to be removed. Number 93. There are 9 planets in our solar system. Number 94. The human body has 9 forces which balances its equilibrium. Number 95. The Earth travels 582,493,146 miles in its revolution around the sun at a speed of 18.5 miles per second or 66,000 miles per hour. Number 96. 1 mile is equal to 5,280 feet or 1,760 yards. Number 97. Ton is equal to 2,000 pounds. 1 ton. Number 98. 1 acre is equal to 43,560 square feet or 4,840 square yards, and there are 640 acres in a square mile. Number 99. The sun is 108 times larger than Earth. Actual factors. The 9 planets in our solar system are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Plutone, or Pluto. The 9 forces which balances our equilibrium are attraction, repulsion, cohesion, assimilation, dissimulation, creation, projection, reception, intuition. The 3 spheres of the atmosphere that sunlight must pass through are the troposphere extends outward about 6 to 10 miles from the Earth's surface. The stratosphere extends outward from the troposphere to about 50 miles from the Earth's surface. The ionosphere extends outward from the stratosphere to the limits of the atmosphere from about 250 miles or more. The 7 continents or major land masses are Asia, the Eastern Hemisphere, area 16,988,000 square miles. Africa, Eastern Hemisphere, area 11,596,000 square miles. North America, Western Hemisphere, area 9,385,000 square miles. South America, Western Hemisphere, area 7,035,357 square miles. Antarctica, South Pole region, area 6 million square miles. Europe, Eastern Hemisphere, area 3,800,000 square miles. Australia, Eastern Hemisphere, area 2,948,366 square miles. There, it is done. We have given you the 20 actual facts and the 99 actual facts. We have blessed you with the life-giving teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Only the messenger's message will guide us through this age of mess. Now, when it comes to these lessons, you have different beliefs, different versions, different omissions, different additions, different histories. But we want you to understand something. And I need you to listen to me carefully on this, because I done said it hundreds of times. History is not a science. Anybody that tries to teach history as a science is mistaken in their subject matter. You cannot teach history as a science because you cannot go back and verify anything. But what you can do is take what you know and compare it to what you don't know. You can look at primary sources. You can look at different sources. You can look at the good, the bad, and the ugly. You can analyze it, deputize it, and scrutinize it. And you can share your findings with others. When it comes to the actual facts and the 99 actual facts, it's important that we understand that there is no contradiction in the math between those two lessons. What's more intriguing to me is when we look at these actual facts, known as the 20 actual facts, for example. Hypothetically, let's just take and say this is the actual facts, the only actual facts. There are no more actual facts or no 99 actual facts. Why did FOIs and MGTs in the 1930s, they broke up into different branches? Why did these different branches each have the same 99 actual facts? Why did these different branches each have the same student enrollment rules of Islam, the same English lesson number C1, the same actual facts, the same restricted laws of Islam, for example? You see? Why did Master Fard Muhammad quote so many of these 99 actual facts in his problem book? Why do we read in the 99 actual facts so many quotes used by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad as actual facts that's not in the 20 actual facts as they're known? For example, when we read the 99 actual facts, it'll say something like, I'm just thinking off the top of my head, say the 99 actual facts teach us that the sun is 78 trillion years old. When you read the Messenger's last book, Al Sayers Arrived in 1974, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us the sun is 78 trillion years old. He teaches us that the earth is 76 trillion years old. He teaches us that the stars are 72 trillion years old. The moon is 66 trillion years old. Where did he get that? That's not in the 20 actual facts as they're known. You may say, well, maybe Master Muhammad gave him some secret lessons. No. The messenger's brother, Khalat, who was the supreme captain, he also had the 99 actual facts. Other ministers had 99 actual facts. So you have different brothers and sisters in the struggle who had lessons. My mother, Rosa Parks, not the civil rights Rosa Parks, but a black woman from Macon, Georgia, my biological mother, her oldest sister is my aunt, Ola Hassan, who was a registered member of the Nation of Islam. And as a child, her and her daughters, my cousin Wadia, Yvette, Dyer, they were practicing Muslims in the Nation of Islam. As such, she had homework books with all kinds of literature. She had all kinds of books and things that I, as a child, didn't know anything about it and rise mentally to her level. But she was a functioning lieutenant of the MGT GCC under Brother Minister Jeremiah Shabazz at headquarters in Philadelphia, North Philadelphia, Temple number 12. And, you know, I always seen them wearing their garbs. I know they didn't eat pork. I know they taught me not to eat pork. I knew she used to make her homemade carrot cakes and bean pies and bean soups. And, you know, she had the flag up, the messenger pictures and her African stuff. And she was conscious and positive and pious. And, you know, she was a striving Muslim. Was she perfect? None of us is perfect. But she was a sincere, active, functioning, go to temple service every week, go to Savior's Day, you know, type of MGT. And she had a lot of literature. And she blessed me with a huge box of that literature. I was not conscious enough to like try to analyze it. All I do was it's a bunch of old Muhammad Speaks. I got Message of the Black Man and Al Sayers Arrive, How to Eat the Live Book 1 and 2. I got the lessons. I got all kind of MGT stuff, FOI stuff, stuff from the Messenger, you name it. You know what I mean? So it's like it's helping me. And, you know, I had brothers that, you know, wanted to get the same type of information. So we Xerox and stuff. If I got one, it's like, we're going to make at least 20, 50 copies. Like everybody get a copy of this joint. And when they go, so they're going to be like, I need a copy of that. You see? And when I'm talking to the elders, especially in the belly of the beast, you got to keep in mind when the Nation of Islam fell in 1975, you had a lot of FOIs and MGTs that was in the prison system. Many of them never threw away their literature. So say you got a brother that's in prison, he fell in 1958, I mean, say 1960. He in the belly of the beast with his lessons 15 years before the Honorable Elijah Muhammad dies, or was reported to have died. Know what I mean? And that brother was doing life without the possibility of parole in the state of Pennsylvania, you know, and as such, he had a lot of literature. I mean, you know, my cousin's father, who I was a close friend with, Brother Mark Abdullah, he literally had literature with him since the 60s. I mean, and I'm not really thinking too much about it because it's like they got 99 actual facts. So I'm like, as I'm like 18, 19, I'm reciting 99 actual facts to Brother Minister Ali, Orlando X, to Brother Minister Esan Samad, Carl 17X Jackson. I mean, brother, my lieutenant, Wallace, my captain, Sherman 2X Simpson. I mean, I'm reciting my lessons. I mean, they like, you know, let's go, you know, we having fun just building, you know, not really elaborating, but we just, you had to study your lessons. Like, you know, we go outside, like, give me the mathematics of the sun, give me the mathematics, now I mean, 230, 15, 640 quadrillion miles, circumference of our universe, written out would be 2, 3, 8, 16, type of 15 ciphers miles per. We used to have fun like that. It was written on our heart. It was like it was nothing to hear brothers reciting 99 actual facts. So to hear brothers in this day and time that don't know their lessons, it's like, you know, it's strange. Because one of the things that I realized through experience, and I've been soldiering over 40 years now, is that the lessons, like the messenger said, keeps the spirit of life in you. When you study them lessons, I don't know what it is about these lessons. Only thing I could think of psychologically, people around the world has something that they do with the youth. You know, they may have to learn Hebrew, the Torah, Arabic, the Quran, their prayers. They may have to learn ancient martial arts secrets, ancient texts in China and Japan. And, you know, everybody had these things in Africa. You know, you had your manhood training, the elders passed down the information, Native American Indians passed down their legends. Everybody did that. I mean, and, you know, it's like in slavery, we passed down Negro spirituals and stories and tales, you know, and you know, it's not that we're just making oral histories, but you're actually literally programming people to synchronize both spheres of their brain. We're born with that 7.5 ounce brain. As adults, we got a 3-pound brain. Our thoughts travel 24 billion miles per second, as the lessons teach us. Okay? So when you study those lessons, it helps your memory. Now, as a mentally dead, I didn't realize it. I was in love with hip hop. I mean, you know, so I'm one of those young boys that was like graffiti, the breaking, the rapping, the turntables, you name it. I mean, I was with it. Whatever they was doing in New York, the sneakers, the Kanglos, yeah, I mean, they was the epitome of cool for Philly. You know what I mean? So we was deep in hip hop, but Philly had its own hip hop culture. I mean, you know, our own clubs and street parties and things of that nature there. But listening to those albums, I was so much in love with the music. I recited countless songs. I mean, long, like back in the day, we used to have like real they not like songs in this day and time. Now I mean, you know, we have like Maestro. Now I mean, I say now everybody around the nation, I'm going to give you some inspiration, the stimulation, because I have to feel my long raps. I know it word for word. I still know it after 60 years doing it. I mean, you know, but that mentally dead cycling of information helped my brain learn to retain information. It helped my long-term memory. So when it came to the lessons, I'm like, actual facts, I locked that in probably like 10, 15 minutes. Next, fruit lesson, general orders, student enrollment. I mean, you can't, come on, man, challenge me. Give me something, you know what I mean? Let me, you know, we used to be like, let's recite chapters from the Messenger books. We all the lessons locked in, you know? So it was like part of our military teaching and training. So when we come across brothers that don't study their lessons, it's a disconnect, because it's like, huh? You don't know the black man God? Like, why is you talking about like the language? They'd be like, he's going to Allah and the law's in him and Allah, you know, you're like, who is that mystery God? Like, yo, go back to basics. Like, you need to go pick up your message to the black man in America. You need to read that chapter on who is that mystery God. I mean, reread that Al Sayers Around. Reread theology. Listen to Theology Time. Reread the book. Now, I mean, study your lessons again. Like, actually, who is the original man? Now, I mean, who is, you know, Lost Found Miles lesson number 2? Who is that mystery God? When you sit up at home wait for that mystery God to bring you food? So this stuff to us was like part of our nature. Like, no, we don't work with no mystery God. And part of the nation's fall, the original fall, remember, Prophet W.D. Fard came and began teaching Friday, July 4th, which was a Friday, 1930, in Hamtramck or Detroit, Michigan. And when the Savior left, the nation fell. The nation came divided. They charged down Elijah Muhammad, saying he's changing the teachings instead of the teachers was changing him. There's like Minister Elijah Muhammad became Messenger Elijah Muhammad. His name was Kareem Abdul Muhammad. He rejected the name Abdul, and you know he was known as Minister Kareem. There's all kind of things happening in the history, but the history is not a science. But we do know from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that things fell apart when Master Fard Muhammad departed from the Nation of Islam. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad systematically, mathematically, was blessed to rebuild the Nation of Islam. Okay. But then the Honorable Elijah Muhammad departed. And in 1975, his son, Wallace D. Muhammad, known as the Supreme Minister back then, later known as Imam Worthuddin Muhammad, he decided to take the Nation of Islam into Orthodox Islam. And part of that was he no longer taught Allah came to person Master Muhammad. He no longer taught that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was his messenger. You know, the ministers and captains and secretaries either went with him or they had to fall back and go do their own thing. And I mean, so the Nation of Islam fell again in 1975. In August of 1975, Brother Minister Silas Muhammad, he began the work of rebuilding the Nation of Islam. About a month later, the Honorable Brother Minister Louis Farrakhan, he stood up to rebuild that same Nation of Islam. Other ministers in different prisons and different places, they were like, we never fell out the Nation of Islam. We never followed Imam Worthy. We never went with Wallace. Brother Minister Jeremiah Shabazz went with Imam Worthy Muhammad in New York. Took Minister Farrakhan's mosque, and they moved Minister Farrakhan to a small mosque over in Chicago, Illinois. But Minister Farrakhan just had natural talent, natural gifts. The teachers were so much in him. Ain't nobody back then to this day could out-teach Brother Minister Farrakhan. That's just the reality of it. I mean, it's like, that don't mean that everybody agreed with him and saying the Clan Elijah Muhammad is still physically alive or anything of that nature there. I'm saying as far as the 1950s, 60s, 70s, when the message like, yeah, Malcolm was that boy too. Giving Malcolm his props. I ain't talking about Malcolm after he fell out the name. I'm talking about when Malcolm was a minister of the Nation of Islam. He was the premier, #1 top student of the Muslim. Hands down, the crackest fruit in the whole world. I mean, and you know, things changed. I mean, I ain't getting into the politics of it, but before he fell, he was that bright and morning star. He was the messenger's right-hand man. You know, before him, there was another FOI back in the 30s, Sultan Muhammad. I mean, you know, and Minister Farrakhan, he just evolved and did his thing. And what we wind up with is different branches of the Nation of Islam. You know, like we have Minister Jeremiah Shabazz, he was doing his own branch of the Nation of Islam. Bro, Minister Silas Muhammad had his branch. Minister Farrakhan had his. The messenger brother Jan Muhammad had his brother, messenger brother John Muhammad. Hamza Al-Fiz was out New York doing his thing. Brother Mr. Levi Kareem was out Detroit doing his thing. Brother, it was a whole bunch. It was like 16 different. We even had an MGT sister, Malika out Pittsburgh, that had her own branch of the Nation of Islam. At no time did I ever in my life take my Shahada, become an Orthodox Muslim. At no time in my life to ever go to church and accept Jesus Christ, my personal Lord and Savior. At no time in my life did I ever become a 5%er under 5 law, formerly known as Class 13X. At no time did I ever register with Jeremiah or Silas or any minister anywhere in the entire universe. Because in my head, I was thinking, I love the teachers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I love all these brothers and sisters that love the teachers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. It's like, of course, we differ. Like, okay, yeah, I love this brother. This part, I don't agree with him on that part. I love 99.99% of what this brother teach. But this little part, I don't agree with that part. This brother, I love it, you know, but this little part, nah, I ain't working with all that. And that's shows and tell. That's our preferences. Now, I mean, so we always strove for unity in the Nation of Islam. Now, I mean, you know, so wherever I went, it was like, I was made a minister from Supreme Minister Salim Mahdi Saddam, I mean, formerly known as Willie 30X Clayton, a former lieutenant of headquarters in Philadelphia, Temple number 12 under Brother Minister Jeremiah Shabazz, I mean, and, you know, he basically was like, brother, Allah bless you with a double portion of the spirit of Elisha. I can't hold you back. Teach. So he gave me like, I'm a young boy at the time. I'm a minister to like my old heads for real, you know, my cousins. I mean, you know, but I'm doing my little thing. Now I mean, and it's like we was making a lot of progress. You see what I'm saying? We was very successful teaching the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad under the most adverse conditions one could ever imagine. And we was pushing the teachings. I just personally never stopped pushing the messenger teachings. Now I mean, and that's where I'm at to this day. I'm still about the unification of all the branches of the Nation of Islam. What stuck out to me is a statement by the most honorable Elijah Muhammad where it was a picture of a tree, and it was rooted in truth, freedom, justice, and equality, and it had branches. Each branch was like Farrakhan, Sal's, whatever, and it had different fruit. But we explained a quote from the messenger on the cover of our newsletter back then. Many of you have copies of that. I got a copy somewhere in my office to this day. But he explained to us the trunk of the tree is stronger than any of its branches. So just because you see different ministers on different platforms, don't think that we're not united under the sun, moon, and star, the same flag. There's only one holy flag of Islam. There's only one holy nation of Islam. You see, it's all kind of fruit, all kind of flowers, some sweet, some sour, some bitter, some roses got thorns. You know, that's just the nature of things. I mean, you know, the Holy Quran teaches us that if Allah wanted us to be a single nation, he would have made us such. But he made us different or diverse so that we could get to know one another. We can teach each other. We can learn from each other. So I learned from all of them. I definitely learned from Farrakhan, Salas. Definitely, I don't know if you ever went on Muhammad Speaks website. Man, this Levi Kareem is like doing supreme minister stuff up in there with the raw teachers of Elijah Muhammad. Now, I mean, you got a whole bunch of unknown ministers all over the world, literally. That's teaching the teachings. Now, I mean, so I look at them as my brothers and sisters in the struggle for peace, truth, reality, freedom, justice, and equality. I just move on one basic principle. Only the messenger's message will guide us through this age of mess. Assalamu alaikum. Peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses. The struggle continues.